I bolted to the man. Someone came knocking at my wee small door. Someone came knocking, I'm sure. I listen, I open, I look to left and right, but not. There was a stirring in the still, dark night. Only the busy beetles tapping in the wall. Only from the forest the strange owls call. Only the cricket whistling while the dewdrops fall. So I know not who came knocking at all. The Land of Counterfeit by Robert Louis Stevenson. When I was sick and lay abed, I had 2 pillows at my head, and all my toys beside me lay to keep me happy all the day. And sometimes when also I watched my little soldiers go with different uniforms and drills among the bedclothes through the hills, and sometimes sent my ships in fleet all up and down among the sheets, and brought my trees and houses out, and planted cities all about. I was the giant, great and still, that sits upon the pillow hills, and sees before him tale and play the pleasant land of counterpane. If I were the principal, by Ken Nesbitt. If I were the principal, boy, things would change. Our school would be fun, if not a little bit strange. We keep kangaroos in classrooms as pets. We travel to Europe and learn to fly jets. We get to make movies and all become stars. For field trips we blast off on rockets to Mars. We learn to build robots and build time machines. We surf on tsunamis in sleek submarines. We learn to raise monsters with nuclear brains and dig up dinosaurs' fossil remains. We battle the pirates and plunder their gold. We duel the dragons for treasures untold. We practice some potions and magic spells to stink up the schoolyard with sickening smells. To make us invisible, 80 feet tall, to turn into liquid or walk through a wall. Yes, if I were the principal, that's what we do. We lock evil scientists up in the zoo. We vanquish villains and capture crooks. In other words, we would read many books. The Crocodile's Toothache by Shel Silverstein. The crocodile went to the dentist and sat down on the chair. The dentist said, "Now tell me, sir, why does it hurt and where?" And the crocodile said, "I'll tell you the truth. I've got a terrible ache in my tooth." And he opened his jaws so wide, that the dentist, he climbed right up inside. And the dentist laughed. "Oh, isn't this fun?" as he pulled out the teeth one by one. And the crocodile cried, "You're hurting me so. Please put down your pliers and let me go." But the dentist laughed with a ho, ho, ho. "I've still got 12 to go." Oops, that's the wrong one, I confess. But what's one crocodile's tooth? More or less. Then suddenly, the jaws went snap. The dentist was gone, right off the map. And where he went, only one could guess, to the north or south or east or west. He left no forwarding address. But what's one dentist? More or less.
Today is very boring by Jack Prelutsky. Today is very boring. It's a very boring day. There's nothing much to look at. There's nothing much to say. There's nothing much to say. There's a peacock on my sneakers. There's a penguin on my head. There's a dormouse There's absolutely nothing that I think I want to do. I see giants riding rhinos and an ogre with a sword. There's a dragon blowing smoke rings. I'm positively bored.